My name is Donna. I am not a naturally organized person.
Yep, and that's still true today. I am here to share some craft room failures, things that I intended to do, but well, because I'm not naturally organized, I didn't get them done. I'm going to insert some clips of previous videos of what I had all beautifully I don't even know. I had intended on doing, but it just didn't happen. So I'm going to show you what I am doing instead. So first up is I had all these grand plans to create a calendar for myself. I am having a desktop calendar right out on my table. So then all I have to do is quickly jot down any important dates or ideas. I had even started working on it. I had bought myself some and well, yeah, didn't happen. So what I'm doing instead is actually something that I was already doing. I don't know why I chose to try and do something differently. And that is to use Google Calendars. It is a great app and it can sync to all my devices. So as you can see here, I have got things all labeled. I've got red, which is for YouTube and business. Green is for personal. And then the blue is actually for Canadian holidays. Everybody gets those holidays. And what's so great about Google Calendar is that you can time block. So let me just run you through that. I'll click on a date here and let's just select a business. So I am going to go to the bottom and you can see it says personal, which is in green, but I'm doing business, which is YouTube. So that's in red now. And I'm just going to say, put a project in here that I'm going to work on. So I'm just going to type in paper scrap DIYs because that's something I am wanting to do. And then I always like to put an emoji in the front. I'm going to put the camera because I'm going to be filming that day. If it was editing, I'd put like this little editing icon. And then if it was going live on a certain day, I will put a TV screen. I can also add in the description things that I actually want to do for this project. So let's say I'm doing, I don't know, some paper weaving or some decoupage, or let's say I want to do some handmade paper. I'm going to type that all in there. Put anything, any information that I want in here in this description area, and I might just dump a whole bunch of ideas. Doesn't mean I'm going to do them all, but I've done this for a few years now and it works great for me. So I can save it. You can see that I have it just scheduled for one day, but I'm like, no, I know this is going to take me 2 days. So I'm going to open it up again, hit the edit tab, and then I'm going to go to the top and I am going to schedule it for 2 days. And I've also time blocked it for me to start working at 9 a.m. and I'm going to work till 4 p.m. each day. So at the top, you can see an overview here that it is for the month. I want to say select the day. So I'm just going to go over and select which day I am working on. You can see the full month calendar to the top left. I'm on the 16th and you can see my whole day is laid out and you can see how the time is blocked off. The current video I'm working on right now, which I'm sharing with you to this very day, is also in here. I had something that was misscheduled, so I'm going to just tap on it and put it in its appropriate time block. So you just have to click, hold, and move. It's very easy to move things around in Google Calendar, which is another great reason why I have chosen to use it. And it syncs again to all my devices. I've got personal, business. I can have a week overview, a month overview. You can look at the whole year if you'd like. And yeah, it's very, very user friendly. So this is the route I'm taking. I am so happy with it. It's keeping me organized, and I plan on using some other Google apps to get me organized because I've tried lots of other ones and I'm just finding they're just not working for me. So I'm like, well, let's check the Google apps. So Here you can see a whole bunch of some different apps that Google has. And so you can just play around. They're all very user-friendly, and most of them are free if you have a Google account. I'm curious, what do you use to organize yourself as far as like calendars or like project management or such as that? I've tried Trello, I've tried Notion, and yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, Google Calendar seems to be pretty easy. It's pretty basic, but it works. It works for me. But I know there's so many out there that I don't know about. And also, just so you know, I do have Android devices, so I'd have to have an Android app if you have anything to suggest.
I know I have a lot. Oh my word, I cannot believe I allowed this to happen. All of this ribbon and trim. I don't need all of that. I can't use all of that. I don't even love all of it. What have I done? I don't know why I did this. I would see people using new supplies and products. I'm like, oh, I have to have it.
I know this is probably something that a lot of us crafters struggle with. I know I'm not the only one, and I continue to struggle. Although I have done better this past year, I have not brought as much stuff into my craft room. But here was the main reason why it was such a struggle for me and what I did instead. So honestly, I, for the most part, don't watch haul videos anymore. I've stopped. That being said, it's not that I'm not gonna buy stuff. I still will. In fact, I plan on purchasing some things that I have been wanting to try and review for a long time now. So I'm gonna bite the bullet and do that a few times. I'm like gonna consider it to be a bit like maybe a treat for myself, being very conscientious of how much I take in, how much I consume. Rather than consume, focus on creating. I am going to try harder this year to be more creative. With that, I do have some DIY craft storage ideas coming up just to finish off this craft room organization series for you.
I can't see what I'll have, how much I have of anything over in my storage area. And so I thought I would show you what I've come up with in case you want to get your craft supplies all inventoried so you know what you have when it comes to crafting time.
I'm so glad that I finally just decided to bite the bullet and just get this done. So I was doing really well, but as you can see, I didn't finish getting myself organized. I have got a big mess on the floor, and that continues to happen. So this is what I had attempted to do.
So I am actually going to be using an app to inventory everything that I have back there. Now I have an Android, so I'm going to be using the app called Smart Inventory.
No fault to the app. It is a great app, but it just was not going to work for me. I'm still going to quickly show you the ins and outs of the app. Just a quick little rundown so you can see why I am not doing it that way anymore. I can take a picture of the item that I am wanting to keep track of. So I went ahead and I did the same thing for each item that's within that tote. It will store a copy of the picture as well as a QR code of each item and or group picture that you take, and that takes up room on your device unless you're using the paid version. So you can see here between pictures and QR codes that it was taking up a lot of space on my device because I did not have the paid version. If you have a paid version, you've got a cloud service. And then you can see here too how long, like I had to print everything out and cut it out and then put it into place, which if you've got the time and love this, then it's definitely a great app to use. So this was by no fault of the app that I was choosing to use. It was my fault. I was not using it properly, and I was finding that it ended up taking up too much space on my phone. If you could buy the cloud service, then definitely this is like an excellent app. I actually really like this idea. And so once I started doing it and setting it up, I quickly discovered, I'm like, yeah, this is just going to be too much. And now this is what I'm choosing to do instead. Do it on paper, have a list of everything, say tower 1, shelf 1, or top shelf or whatever. Just write down what it is and just go down. And then once I use something, I'll cross it off with a pencil. Another thing that I have noticed over, probably the past year or 2 years is that I'm not using all the tools and supplies that I have. And I have a lot of really cool supplies and tools. One of them being this laser cutting machine. I'm like, hello, but I don't have it properly set up yet. So I'm going to be doing that this year. I already talked to my husband and he was like, yes, we can do that for you. And then I've got like tons of beautiful fabric. I've got lots of art supplies and lots of, like, seriously, I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed and I'm grateful for what I have. I need to start using it. I don't know how to put it, but I just feel like I have failed in that department where I've become a collector of craft supplies and art supplies, and I'm not using them for their intended use. They're just sitting here. So I am going to be changing that. I am going to set up my laser machine. I'm going to start to use more of my art supplies and my beautiful fabrics. I've got like more fabric scrap DIYs because I've got like big scraps of fabric that are just sitting there not doing anything. So let's put them to use. I'm really happy with my craft room. I'm truly, again, blessed, and I'm honored that you are all joining me every week on this journey, and we're all in this together, aren't we? I'd love to know where you struggle. Leave me a comment down below. I'm so grateful for all of you. And if you're looking for some more craft room organization ideas, check this video out right here, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.